Phi Beta Lambda is the largest and oldest business student organization in the world. And Sophia is graduating from the Honors College with a 3.98 GPA. Over the summer, she will complete an accounting internship with Deloitte before she goes on to pursue a bachelor's degree. Please welcome Sophia Fleites.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this special day when we are celebrating the outstanding achievements of the class of 2015, it is only fitting that our commencement speaker be not only a successful business mogul and healthcare leader who made a name for himself right here in South Florida, but also a philanthropist who has donated millions to causes focused on healthcare, education, and to those most in need. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Mr. Miguel Mike B. Fernandez, Chairman of MBF Healthcare Partners. MBF Healthcare Partners is a private equity firm that focuses on investing in healthcare service companies nationwide. The firm's portfolio includes Navarro Discount Pharmacy and Simply Healthcare Plans, as well as a partnership with the University of Miami Medical School and Magic Johnson Enterprises to provide services to the HIV/AIDS population in South Florida. A shopkeeper's son, Mr. Fernandez came to the United States from Cuba at age 12. He had unremarkable grades as a student and abandoned college, but through hard work and dedication, he has amassed a truly impressive resume. In addition to his work for MBF Healthcare Partners, Mr. Fernandez currently serves on the board of directors of Mednax, Inc. His community service endeavors include having completed the El Camino de Santiago de Compostela walk, raising millions for Miami Children's Hospital. He has served on the boards of the United Way of Miami-Dade County, the University of Miami, the Miami Children's Hospital Foundation, and the Sylvester Cancer Hospital. Mr. Fernandez has been honored frequently for his business acumen, including recognition as an Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year. He is truly a role model of good citizenship. In January, Miami-Dade College had the privilege of hosting Mr. Fernandez in a discussion of his book, Humbled by the Journey, Lessons for My Family and Yours. Over 1,000 community members attended his presentation. In true philanthropic fashion, all proceeds from Mr. Fernandez's book sales go to the Early Childhood Initiative Foundation, a nonprofit focused on early childhood education, development initiatives, and school readiness, making high-quality healthcare, education, and nurturing available and affordable for all children. He always says present when leadership on important causes has been needed. And now, please join me in welcoming back to our college our 2015 commencement speaker, Mr. Miguel Mike B. Fernandez.
Thank you. As I look around, I have to begin by saying thank you to Dr. Padron, a very old friend, not by age, but by wisdom. Members of the board, faculty who have made it all possible, parents that are out there, brothers, sisters, and of course you, the graduating class of 2015. I know that you have more important things to do today, so I will keep my remarks short. I am humbled by being here in front of you. You see, I was a student at the Kendall campus in 1975. I never graduated from there. 40 years later, I am here today, hopefully getting a degree with you. If you have come to hear words of wisdom, I hate to disappoint you, because I am not a very wise man, but I am an old man, and I have a certain amount of experience that life and God have allowed me to live. Please listen to me, not as a speaker, but as a friend that speaks to you as I used to be one of you. I have 5 children. My youngest is sitting here, and by the way, since I have major ADD, I have my notes, my wife has my notes, and my son has the 3rd set of notes. So always have plan A, B, and C in life. You are all incredible achievers. You have traveled a long road, a road that requires sacrifice, time, pain. You have traveled a road, and looking at those flags that came in front of us today, sometimes it was physically a long flight, or a boat journey, or just arriving to a place you barely knew. But you did not complete this journey alone. You complete it with the help of friends, with people, with family, with associates, with coworkers, with teachers who made it all possible. We did not do it alone, but you have something that actually belongs to you that is extremely important: your brain. I speak about the brain because I learned a lesson, and by the way, for you veterans, from one veteran to the other, salute you. I used to be a paratrooper. I became a paratrooper, by the way, because I was afraid of heights. And I wanted to overcome the fear of heights. I was literally pushed out the first 3 times I got to the door of the airplane. From then on, my next 44 jumps, I did it on my own. And I was as afraid the 47th time as I was the first time. But I managed to manage my fears. I was able to overcome it, and that has helped me through life. Anyone who has jumped knows that there's a jump master. A jump master is the man that stands by the door of that airplane, that when the light goes from red to green and tells you, hook up, you turn, and as you're going out the door, he's the one that's tapping you in your rear end and is going, go, 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 as you're going out the door. And there was a brilliant jump master whom I learned a great deal from, and he had one line. Kids, the most powerful weapon you have are the 6 inches between your ears. Use it. You think about that. The most powerful weapon you have are the 6 inches between our ears. That is what's getting you to where you are. That is what's going to get you to drive your dreams, to drive your accomplishment, to do what you want to do. That is what is going to make you relevant. I was not a relevant kid. Thank you for reminding me that I was a bad student, whoever it was. Olivia, was it you? No. I was a mediocre student. I honor those who go to the honors college, but I was the kind of kid that you would never have noticed. I was the kid that the counselors told, you should be a policeman or a fireman because you need a lot of direction. I was the kid that the schools would tell me from time to time, apply to another school because you will never make it here. What I learned at age 63, along this path, this journey of my life, is that an A in school does not represent an A in life. Today, we recognize you and your accomplishment. We salute your discipline for what you've done. You've had more discipline than I did. You stayed in school. I didn't. I dropped out. No excuse. I have no one to blame. There were ample opportunities. I chose to do something else, and I found my own calling. It is very difficult, by the way, when you have 5 children and you're pushing them to go to college, you're pushing them to get a master's, you're pushing them to get a law degree, you're pushing them into engineering, and they say, "But Dad, you never got one." I have to remind them it was a different time. No one was paying my bills. I did not have the discipline that you have. Your future is brighter than mine. I am an underachiever. My parents are very proud of me and they love me, but I have a great deal of insecurities regardless of my business achievements because I did not have a college degree. I know that I let them down. You're better than I am. You're indeed special. You are so special that look at all the people that are here to salute you, to say thank you to you. And they're here selfishly. They're here because you are our future. You are the leaders of tomorrow. They do not come with all due respect from Princeton, Harvard, Georgetown, Notre Dame, Stanford. They come from colleges like this one, where to get here, you first had to develop people skills. You had to learn how to navigate through the challenges of life. Those that are gifted many times relied on their technical know-how, but it is those people skills that will get you there. There have been lots of distractions in your life. And sometimes there have been adversities. Adversities of how do I pay the bills? How do I pay my apartment? How do I help my parents? Adversities are important in life. They are the lesson. It's not the success. Learn something now. Life is not fair. You will find obstacles where you least expect them. Life is not fair, but you have a choice by what you do. You have options on how to handle them. By the way, I may take more time talking, but I'm really enjoying this. Life is not fair, but your drive, your brain can take you from fairness to relevance, from fairness to greatness. And no one can stop you. Greatness appears to you when you overcome adversity. I urge you to learn from your mistakes. I have experience, excuse me, I have a little vodka here. To those who claps, I will tell you that I neither drink nor dance. So it was a trick question. Please take their names down right away. I've had my share of mistakes and adversity. I've experienced failure many times. What makes us different is how we manage failure and not give in. Failures and adversity are a necessary companion on the road to success. Failure is the step that you call right before that door opens up and the light bulb goes off and you go, wow, I get it. Failure is a great gift that we have to learn to embrace. A friend of mine recently who ran one of my companies said, I am so upset because I was always the best in my class. I have never made a mistake. And then what happened the last quarter where we missed the earnings, it's crushing. And I said, partner, if this was your first mistake, then I'm sorry for you. You haven't pushed yourself hard enough all your life. It is the journey that counts. It is not the goal. You might have climbed the hill with a group of friends, and there's always a time when you get to the top when someone says, it's time to go down. You barely remember what the view was from there, but you remember the companionship, the conversations, the arms around each other, the encouragement from the other saying, go, go, go. It is the journey that is important. It is not the pinnacle. Adversity and failing are great teachers. They humble us. How many of us get to a certain point in life and we start believing our own PR? We start believing what is written about us. We start believing what we want to believe. Bring yourself down to earth, put your feet down, and remember who you were and how you got there. More importantly, don't forget those who helped you get there. And when you're at a restaurant and you are a big shot somewhere, or a great scientist, or a good doctor, or a good accountant, or a great actress, remember that person that is serving you at the restaurant, the waiter. He is going through his trouble. He is going through his issues. He is a human being, and he deserves respect, attention, because all he wants from you is recognition and a smile, and you have no idea how powerful a smile can be when you're down. I have succeeded in many ways because I have mastered the art of failing. I am a teacher of failure. I have failed at businesses. Personally, I have failed myself, my own health, by not taking care of it. I've had 2 heart attacks. I've had cancer. I still have it. Never talk about it. Doesn't slow me down. I make plans. I move on. It does not slow me down one bit. I have had little failures and I've had big failures. I crashed my first car in the first 30 days I bought it. Now, if you think I'm smart with wisdom, listen to this. I crashed my second car in the first week I drove it. On the more serious side, I'd failed at 2 marriages because I was so focused in getting ahead. It took me 2 failures to find the lady who's been my wife for 16 years to make me happy. With each event that we fail, we should ask ourselves, what could I have done wrong? And never judge by the other side. Never judge by what somebody else is doing. Judge by how you feel about yourself. I'll tell you this little side note. So I am blessed that I have an airplane that I keep in Fort Lauderdale, and I have a helicopter that comes to my house to pick me up and takes me. You guys have helicopters, right? You will, if you want to. So I am coming back from Dana-Farber, part of Harvard Medical School, and I get off the helicopter. I have my bag. No one in my family knows what I'm going through, because my wife's father, the man who raised her, died of cancer, and then her sister died of leukemia. So I did not want to burden her. I couldn't tell my kids that I had cancer because they would not know until they opened me up whether it was good or bad. So I took it all in. Land on my property, get off the helicopter, get my garment bag, put it over my shoulder, start walking away. The helicopter zooms off, and there's a clear day in Biscayne Bay, not one wave in the ocean. 4 or 5 kayakers are out there, and one of them, I see him, starts going really fast towards the seawall as I am walking to my house. He gets close and he goes, "Hey!" I drop my garment bag and I walk to the seawall and I go, "Hey, back!" He said, "You want to trade places?" He says to me. He doesn't know where I've been. So I said, "I just came from cancer treatment. Do you want to trade places?" He went backwards. Never judge by the others. Judge by what you do, what you feel for yourself. In adversity, you will find an answer to every one of your questions. From each challenge, you will emerge a better person. Not perfect, a better person. I work every day to be a better person. I want to learn how to love my wife more. I want to learn how to love my kids more. I want to do more for people that I've done. Challenges. Those days in which I was hungry and had no place to go because I was homeless in Mexico, those days I don't forget. I want to be a better person. You will be measured by what you do in life. You are a book, and somebody will read your book when you are my age, and they will decide whether you lived a mediocre life, you just kind of drifted through life, or you really were, as my son Christopher says, you were epic. Try to be epic. Suffer to be epic. Life is about leadership. You have one thing in life that you're in charge of. You. Nothing else. You. It is your choice. It is your choice of how you want to live your life. Do not allow anyone to define you. If I had allowed someone to define me, I would have been a policeman, I would have been a fireman, and those are honorable positions, but I thought I could do better, although they told me that I could not. You have a low IQ, Mike. Yeah, that's what you think. And I would just go ahead and tackle it. If there's a glass ceiling, it's glass, break it. Don't let anyone define you. Life is tougher, but you are toughest. Look what you have overcome. You are so tough that no one will ever get in your way unless you let them get in your way. I was speaking at a university about 3 months ago, and there were about 1,600 students, and someone asked me, so, Mr. Fernandez, how did you deal when you were discriminated against? How did you feel when someone talked down to you? And I said to that person and to the audience, I said, son, I had a choice. I could have been crushed. I could have been emotionally hurt. I could have been wounded. But that would have given that person the power over me. Instead, I was challenged. I was challenged to prove them wrong. And you'll be surprised how many of those times it happened that years later, they were coming to me for a job. Be challenged. Don't get baited. There are opportunities. We live in the greatest country in the world. Not perfect, but the greatest country in the world. Don't let anyone fool you. It is not an easy country. But it is a country that gives equal opportunity for all of us to either fall and get up as many times as we want to. There always is an excuse, but refuse to accept it. Make yourself do it. You live in a country that allows you to fall over and over again. I was getting an award last year, and there were 1,500, 2,000 top business leaders there, and the person was going through the list of the 23 out of 25 companies that have grown, built, and sold. While he was doing that, my friend Pat Riley's next to me, and I asked Pat for a pen. And on the napkin, I wrote down every time that I failed. So when I got up to the podium like I am here, I said to those of you that are listening to you, I am grateful for the recognition, but understand that I am a bigger failure than any of you think. Let me tell you what I failed at. And I went through 32 items, and it took me less than 2 minutes to write them. The more mistakes you make, the further and the more in life you get ahead. You will achieve. It is a tough country, but it rewards those who try. Never give up. In my office, there's a picture of a mouse. Cute little mouse, and he's looking at a mousetrap with a piece of cheese in it. He has a red football helmet on. And he's just looking at it, and it says, never give up. That mouse is us. That helmet is this education, Miami-Dade College. It is your brain. It is what will protect you because you will let them pierce that helmet. And that cheese, your dreams. Go get the cheese. Don't let that trap slow you down. There's always a way around the trap. I know. I put rat traps around my house, and I get cheese is gone half of the time. And there's no rat in it. We have a fault as humans that we try because it's easier to blame others, circumstances. Don't fall into the trap. Look for the positive. Do not look for the negative. There are 5 principles that I have found, and it took me years to put this together, but 5 simple principles that helped me get to where I am today. And they could help you to where you are today. 1, sacrifice. If it doesn't hurt, it's not worth doing. Remember when you skipped that party because you had to study? That hurt. Remember when there was the cute girl, the cute guy that you liked, but you had a test the next day and you had to say no? That hurts. Sacrifice makes you who you are, and you appreciate things in life. 2, urgency. I told you that I've jumped out of airplanes 47 times. I will tell you now that I don't know if it was 7, 8, 9, or 10 times. When you jump out of parachutes in the Army, you jump out of 1,250 feet. You don't have a lot of time to react. My parachute did not open. Muscle memory, training kicked in, and I took the reserve parachute out at 300 feet above the ground. When I landed, I broke both of my ankles. It was not until a year or 2 later that I realized something. I was terminal. I was not going to live forever. And my kids, my family, at times have said, "You're morbid." And I said, no. I live my life on a 7-day plan, Monday through Monday. I expect they teach you in school to have plans for a 1-year plan, a 2-year plan, a 3-year plan. Cut it back. A 7-day plan allows you to identify mistakes quicker. If I have a year, I may take until month 7 before I say, you know, I should have changed that. If you have 7 days, you take action quickly. I have yet to meet a goal that I have set on my 7-day plans. But I have accomplished more in 7 days than most of my peers can accomplish in 7 years. Urgency. I learned because jumping out of that airplane that day, I was given the wisdom that I was not going to live forever. Ask yourself, if somebody told you, next Friday, you will die, what will you do? Will you go out and do something for others? Or will you go out and do something for yourself? Think about it. We know tomorrow we were here. I'm sorry, yesterday we were here. Today we're here. Tomorrow may not come. Shorten your plan. Measure your accomplishment. Number 3, passion. If you have no passion, don't do it. Get out of there. Find your passion somewhere else. 4, execution. In my businesses, I've learned that execution, we all know the big picture. We know where we want to get to, but it's the little things, execution of the smallest detail that get you there. By the way, we sold Navarro's to CVS a few months ago, so we don't own Navarro anymore. We sold Simply to another company, Anthem, in February. And I never went to a board meeting, I never went to a management meeting at Navarro. My son Christopher and I would get in a car and we'd go to the bathrooms at Navarro's. If there were urine spots in the bathroom, if the sink was not clean, if there was not enough toilet paper, I knew that the $2 million behind that Navarro store where we had inventory was not properly managed. It's the little stuff that give it away. Focus on the little stuff, and the macro will develop itself. But focus on the little stuff. 5, results. Whatever you do, make sure you can put your head at night on your pillow and say, I didn't do anything bad to anybody. I made somebody's life better. Life is about relationships. Life is about hard work. Pursue something that you want, not because you want to be great. Pursue something because you have the passion and you want to be good at it. You will be remembered, and you will remember yourself by the journey that you will live. It is not the summit once you get there. The day that we closed on the sale of Simply, Magic Johnson, my partner in the deal, everyone went to celebrate. Cesar Alvarez, a great graduate from this school, called me and said, where are you in the country club celebrating? And I said, no, I'm still at the office. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. It's the journey that makes it happen. You are incredible people. I salute you. You inspire me. You will be relevant. You will make a difference. You are the future of our country. Don't let anybody put a glass ceiling and define you. You are your own man. You are your own woman. You are the future. Live it. Enjoy the journey, and enjoy life. Thank you.
Mr. Fernandez, you have contributed richly to our commencement ceremony. Thank you for your memorable words and for being with us this evening. Please join me at the podium for a special presentation. Please. Dr. Padron, we are ready to confer the honorary degree on Mr. Fernandez. After 40 years. President Padron, Mr. Fernandez is an exemplary American who has made outstanding contributions to the betterment of our society. His personal and professional accomplishments have added an important chapter to the American dream story. Today, Miami-Dade College is extremely proud to bestow on him an Associate in Arts degree honoris causa.
Miguel B. Fernandez, you left us in the 70s, and you are back today in 2015. And we're honored and privileged to present to you this honorary degree. So let me put it in academic words. By the authority vested in the Board of Trustees, and by then in me, I'm honored to present you with an honorary degree, an Associate in Science, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto among scholars everywhere. My friend, congratulations.
40 years.
Let's go over there for a picture. Let's move over here for a picture.
Congratulations, Mr. Fernandez. It was worth waiting 40 years, wasn't it?
This is the best school in the world.
Yes. On behalf of the graduates of the Kendall campus of Miami-Dade College, I am pleased to present you with a token of our appreciation and recognition for your outstanding contributions to this ceremony. Please accept this gift with our heartfelt thanks. Each year, the District Board of Trustees recognizes the academic excellence of one of our graduates by awarding a $5,000 scholarship to be applied towards upper division coursework at the institution of higher education. This year's recipient is most deserving of this recognition. As a first-year student in the Honors College, he tutored his peers and participated in numerous service learning projects. Eager to grow as a leader, he assumed active roles in student organizations such as Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, the Florida Engineering Society, and Phi Beta Lambda. His interest in neuroprosthetics research resulted in an invitation to present his findings at the 2013 Annual Biomedical Research Conference for minority students. Today, he is graduating with a 3.95 GPA and plans to pursue a career in biomedical engineering. Madam Chairman, I am proud to recommend to you Mr. Manuel Suarez Lunar to receive this year's District Board of Trustees Scholarship. Thank you. There is one more important presentation to make. Each year, our most outstanding students compete for the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. The scholarship recipients receive up to $40,000 a year for up to 3 years to pay for their expenses as they complete their bachelor's degree. The Jack Kent Cooke Foundation receives thousands of applications each year, and only 90 scholars are selected nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that this year, 4 of those students are graduating from Miami-Dade College, and 1 of them is graduating from the Kendall campus. You ready? It is with much pride that I announce Miss Brittany Robbins as the recipient of the 2015 Jack Kent Cooke Transfer Scholarship. While she takes her picture with Dr. Padron and the board, let me tell you a little bit about Brittany. She's a graduate of the Honors College, where she earned a 3.88 grade point average. She is a member of Psi Beta Psychology Honor Society and participated in the Salzburg Global Seminar in Austria. Her proposal to create a nonprofit organization for survivors of sexual violence was accepted by the Clinton Global Initiative and advanced to the semifinals. Brittany will be completing a summer research internship at the University of Kentucky and will pursue a degree in psychology at the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor. Congratulations, Brittany. And now, as is our tradition, I introduce soloist Natalie Sanchez, who will perform the musical selection For Good in honor of our graduates. Natalie will be accompanied by MDC Kendall Campus Jazz Vocal Ensemble, directed by Professor Tim Brent.
So let me say before we part, so much a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you.
Because I knew you.
Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
Thank you, Natalie. That was awesome.